Hello, my name is Andy Tattersall. I'm an information specialist based at the School of Health and Related Research at the University of Sheffield, and this is a very short series of videos called App Hacks. There are about 20 videos in all, and they're primarily aimed at medical and health related students, but some of these are generic in their use. And this one here that I'm going to talk about is the reference management package called Mendeley, and I'm going to show you a little more of what this can do. So this is what Mendeley looks like, and please remember I'm using an iPad for this. So this is the iOS version, which will have some differences to the Android one. Hopefully at some point we will make an Android video about this, but at this moment we're going to look at the Mendeley one. Like the desktop, if you're pretty familiar with using the desktop and the web version, you'll see that there's an awful lot of similarities. So in actual fact, it's quite self-explanatory, but this is more to kind of at least prompt you and give you some kind of guidance as to using the mobile app. So in here I've got all my documents that I've got. Once I've actually synced it up, because once you first put it on, or if you've not used it for a while, you'll have to pull all of the content back in and just sync it up. And within here I can go around my collection. I can go through my folders like so. So if I go and say check something from this folder, I can see all my references that I've saved for this particular piece, and in here I can actually see with the little blue kind of book notifications that shows me that I've actually got a PDF in, and if I click on that it will bring up the PDF like so. And in here, once I've brought up the actual reference, I can go in, I can change the tags, I can add tags like so. I can go in and add myself some notes. If I just type on there, I can type notes. I can also change the URL or add a URL if I haven't got one. It shows me how many readers I've got this in Mendeley at the moment. And as with this, when it's opened up, you can then, if I go back off that like so, I can go in, and if I click anywhere on the text like so, it brings up a little menu like so, and I can get the highlighter pen, and I've selected the whole thing there accidentally, but it's highlighted the whole thing. If I click it, that highlights. If I just click say just here, I can go and I believe a comment. So if I just put in useful like so, and click done, that will remain. If I click on it again, I can go here to the top right hand corner of this pop-up box, and I can change the colour of the highlighter in case I want a different system of colours. So let's change it to red. So now you can see that little box is now red. I can again select the text here, and I can go and highlight like so. So a lot of this that you get in the desktop version that you're able to do. Also in the bottom corner here I've got various menus. I've got the option here, if I select the second from the left, the little folder one, I can either send this reference to trash, or I can add it. If I click add to, I can add it to a specific folder. References consider multiple locations, which is useful. I'll cancel that. I can also favorite it by giving it a little star, and I've also got this kind of share option here in the fourth of the ones at the bottom. If I click that, I can share, I can email it, I can open it in different functions. So if I click share, I've got the option here to share on Facebook, on Twitter, to send it as a message, etc. So there's various options there if you should need them. In the if I go back, I can then go into the groups as well. So if I click on any of my groups, I can explore those. So if I go into the Mendeley Advisor group, I can see what documents have been saved in there. So it's a very kind of useful way for you to access and save and look at your collection within Mendeley. So it's a very useful kind of system to use, and I'm just syncing here in the bottom left hand corner, which will make any changes. So those notes that I've made, those highlights, would now appear if I opened up the desktop version. So there is more to the Mendeley app, but I think it's just useful just to show you what it kind of looks like, what you can expect, and the chances are it will change by, you know, within 6 months. There'll be various things that I've not covered that Mendeley will have added, because they do a lot of that. So hopefully that's a useful guide for you just to at least explore the Mendeley app on iOS.